All right, so what you just see me do on the Dakota is I found some more rust. I found some more rust out after I cut that bigger panel off, which isn't surprising since it's not there. So it needed to obviously rust the rest of the stuff that's behind it. So I cut those. I cut that plate off, cut this plate off, and then I made new ones, as you've seen, and then I drilled nice little 5/16 holes in them. So I'm gonna go through, weld it on here, weld it right there. I'm gonna weld this one first because I'll need to dress this up. So I'll weld this one, grind it down, dress it up, then do my little rosette welds. Then come over here, or grind this one down and be done with that one. Then come through, weld this one, do my little rosette welds, grind that down, and it'll all be nice. And then make my panel for this one. So this is, if you can see, there's a bunch of curves, all kinds of good stuff on there, you know, all kinds of different curves. So this plate's going to be a little bit challenging for me to make because I'm not a professional body guy or anything like that. So, but I'm going to stop right here because I don't have any weld through primer. So if I were to weld that just like it is now, I mean, I could seal it and stuff like that, but chances are water getting up in there and it rusting out again are very likely. So I'd rather just put some weld through primer back there and then weld it up and be good to go, because I do plan on taking this thing like on drag week or Colorado drag week or the power tour and, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to beat the crap out of this truck, but I still want it to be nice and not rust away or be a rusty poop box. So, yeah, we'll get welding that up and then grinding it down, and then we can go back to making the other panel. So always chase your rust and get rid of it. Don't just replace the upper panel and then there's rust behind it and then just replace the upper or front panel, and then next thing you know, a year or two later, that panel's rusted out again. So just do it right and do it the first time and just get rid of all the rust. So yeah, let's weld that up, grind it down, and get it ready to go. Actually, I'll prime it first. So let's do that. What's going on? So here's where I'm at with the sheet metal for the firewall for the Black Dakota. I'm not sure where I left off. I'm not going to start a new video about it, but I'm not sure where I left off, but this is where I'm at. I took a little bit of lull on it because I had, like you see, a bunch of stuff to do on the 200, but now I'm back on the black truck. So I think where I was in the last one was cutting out all the bad metal and making templates and then fixing all the stuff that was bad behind metal, like the inner structure. So I fixed all that. I got all that done. I can take the template off and show you guys what I fixed after I explain where I'm at. So here's where I'm at. I made my templates for both sides, or not templates. I made my patches for both sides. I got them both done and in there. This one's pretty close, but it's not quite there. I think I have another probably 25-30 minutes of screw around and on this patch to get it exactly where I want it. Yes, it does take that long because I'm not a professional body guy. I don't do this every day. I more or less know what I'm doing, but you know, it's just sheet metal. I mean, I'm no, like I said, I'm no sheet metal guy. So, but this is where I'm at. So I got this patch on there. This is what it looked like before. So that's what it looked like before. That's what it looks like now. So before and after. I actually had to go up to my green Dakota and get some sheet metal. So yeah, I have a whole, you know, truck out there full of sheet metal because I was like, I ran out of sheet metal and I was like, well, where the hell am I going to get more sheet metal? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have a green truck out there that I'm not doing anything with. So I went and scavenged some sheet metal off of there. So here's where I'm at with this one. It fits pretty good right here. It'll fit better as I start tacking it in, because like I'll get an area flat, I'll tack it, I'll move over, be at this area flat, tack it, so on and so forth. And same with like over here, I'll just like move this around, tack it, and then just keep going. around and tacking it. But like I said, I'm not done with this. It's pretty close, but I probably have another 25-30 minutes of messing around with it and make it, you know, exactly how I want it. So I got my little compound curve right here that goes into a flat, and it's not exactly like the OEM one, but it's as close as I can get without like the hammer and sandbags. So that's just what it's gonna have to be, and it's gonna be way down here. Nobody's gonna see it. It's gonna look close enough to OEM, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. I fixed all the metal behind there, so I'll just take these off. Let me set you up because I don't want to drop this piece, because then it bends and then I can't, have to fix it again. So this is all the stuff that I fixed before. This is all new sheet metal. This is what it looked like before. So these two tabs. This one was right here, so that one was all rusted out. So I fixed that one, and then same with this one. That one was all rusted out, so I fixed that. So now my base metal is all good to go, and then I started making my patch. So when patch is good, I will have to drill holes in this to get it welded onto here. So I still need to do that yet for this patch and that patch and the other patch. And then this patch was really easy. It was just a bend up here and then a bend down there, and you're good to go. That patch didn't take too long, and plus the metal underneath was good. So got both patches made. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to start welding them up. Well, not right now, but that'll probably be the next little clip. I'm going to go through and I'm going to start spot welding and then getting everything in there and getting it ready to go. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to mess around with this a little bit more. You guys don't need to see that because it's just metal work, you know, moving around with my hands, a vise, some hammers, you know, whatnot, and then get it in there. And then once we get this done, then we can move on to the rest of the firewall. So I'm going to eliminate these holes, which is like my windshield wiper and then my cruise control. And then I have to figure out what all these things coming through the wall, the firewall are. I already cut the ones off for the heat shields that were on there for the exhaust, which the exhaust isn't going to be running right there anymore. So, and even if it was, I would do like, you know, wrap on the firewall. I wouldn't do these, you know, chintzy, cheap aluminum thingies that don't really, well, they do the job. It's just, you know, that's a factory thing, and they're cheap. They're easy to slap on, blah, blah, whatever. So get the rest of the firewall clean, get the brake booster off. That's the last thing I need to take off. Hinges off, and then get the whole firewall clean. Get the whole firewall clean, and then once the whole firewall is cleaned, then I'm going to move on to the underside of the truck. I'm going to clean the whole underside of the truck and get all that, you know, primed and ready to go. Then I'm going to pop the doors off, do the same thing with the jams, get those all primed off, ready to go. Then I'm going to tape everything up, and then we're going to change the color of the truck. Because, I mean, I don't really care for black trucks. I mean they're cool when they're all blacked and murdered out, but that's done every single day. I mean, they make those from the factory. That's how popular, you know, a completely blacked out truck is. So, I mean, I'm not knocking on you. Black trucks are cool, but, you know, they're way overdone. So, but, I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything special with this truck either. But you guys will have to wait to see what color this is going to be. It's not going to be like a crazy color, like a Skittle color or anything like that. It's gonna be, you know, a decent color. At least I think so. It's going to be a new color. It's on one of the new cars, 2018. I'm not sure what year they came out with it, but either way, I'm rambling. So I think I'm going to cut this video off right here because I like to ramble my videos and they end up being really long. So in the next video, I'm going to start with fitting it, tacking it, grinding it, getting all that stuff going. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.